everybody at Neuhaus Realty Group, here with a September market update. So, no big surprise, in the fall or in the late summer, the market declines a little bit. Now, we weren't expecting to see it to actually be negative from the year before, but come to think of it, we really did have a really good 2020. Even though COVID was happening, even though everyone was kind of scared about what they were going to do going back to school, we had a great August and September of last year. Sales were way up. So it's not surprising that when we're looking at this year to see things pull back a little bit. And that's totally fine. What's interesting in the numbers, and I'll get to those in just a second, is that we're still seeing a flight of the inner city to neighboring counties, to more rural populations. I don't know exactly why that's happening. Maybe it's the bigger lot. Maybe it's the added space that everyone needs. But that's what I'm seeing in the numbers. So let's get to them. So September 2021 sales in the Austin Metro, or what they call the Austin Round Rock MSA, which is Austin, Round Rock, Kyle, Buda, even down to San Marcos in some respects, Dripping Springs, Lakeway, Bee Cave, even all the way up to maybe even including Bastrop. So that whole area, it's much bigger than just the city of Austin. The city of Austin isn't all that big when you look at the entire area. It's only about maybe half of the entire population. So the headline number is sales are down 5%. I mean, that's just the headline number. But that's over last year, which was a very strong August and September. People still didn't think they were going back to the office, so they were buying bigger houses out in the country, further away from populations, because they thought COVID was here to stay for a little bit longer. So now we're seeing a little bit of pullback. Now that could be for two reasons. One, and I don't really think this is the reason, but it is something that's happening, is one, unemployment stopped. The extra benefit of COVID unemployment stopped. Now we all thought that was going to lead to a huge resurgence in people going back to work, but it just didn't. The numbers say that in August, the August numbers, which we're now in October, but the August numbers and maybe even the early September numbers said that a record number of people resigned from their jobs. So it doesn't look like the unemployment numbers really had anything to do with, the extra unemployment paychecks that people are getting had anything to do with maybe the economy as a whole. But now we are seeing this slowdown in real estate. Now maybe we just tapped out the market. Maybe everyone's purchased. Maybe not. Too early to really say, and I don't really think this is anything that really we should be worried about. It is a trend that's been happening since July. We've been seeing the listings have been increasing and sales have been decreasing in activity. And we're still selling a ton of homes at record paces. We're just a little bit slower than we were this time last year. Not a problem. So the MSA was down 5% in closed sales over the same period last year, but prices were up 28%. So I think I'll take that any day of the week. Median home price in the MSA was $450,000, up 28% from last year. That's amazing. Average days on the market is actually down from 22 days on the market to 17 days on the market, and the average listings are holding steady over month over month. What's interesting is months of inventory, even though we're getting more listings coming on the market and sales are actually down, month over month inventory is actually creeped back down to 1.1 months of inventory, which is extremely low. We want to have like 7 months of inventory, and we only have in the neighborhood of 1. So that's really low. Now what's interesting is when you go look at the Hays County, which is the county just to the southwest of Travis, where Austin is, and you look at Williamson County, which is to the north, both of those counties had less significant decreases. Hays County only decreased by 3%. Now that's maybe a little bit of a not very accurate number. Number one, they're putting more houses on the ground in Hays County. They're building more, same thing in Williamson County. They're just able to build more houses there because most of the new building is not happening in Travis County. So there are more new entry houses in in Hays County. More significantly, I think their days on the market dropped almost a third, whereas Austin days on market only dropped by 3 days. Hays County dropped by 10. So that's interesting. Their increase in sales price wasn't as as high. It's only up 16%. There's still some deals to be had in Hays County. Hays County average sales price is only $365,000, so that's way better. Now I know I'm talking on county level scales, so if you have a more specific question about, like, hey Ed, how's Bee Cave doing? How is Lakeway doing? How is Driftwood, Dripping Springs, Wimberley, which I love, doing? Reach out to me privately or in the chat below. We can talk about how those areas are doing, and I'm happy to give you all the data in the world. I have pages and pages of data to give you on it if you're interested, but I don't want to go into too much detail. So anyway, bottom line is the market's fine. Is it slowing down a little bit? Yes. Are we gonna have 100 offers on a property? No, but I don't want them. 100 offers on a property is just a waste of time for everybody. This is not good for the seller. It's not good for the buyers. I mean, it might drive up prices a little bit, but 100 offers on a property does not drive up prices significantly to a level where all those buyers would have been satisfied. So I think in those cases, it doesn't really get the seller as much money as they could get, but it's a whole nother topic for another video. Anyway, I'm Ed Neuhaus, Neuhaus Realty Group. If you're interested in buying in Bee Cave, Lake Travis, Driftwood, Wimberley, Dripping Springs, or really anywhere in Austin, give me a call. Happy to help. Hope you're having a great day, and that's the market update for September 2021.